From the heart of Denton, Texas, it's the Creators Table with your host, publisher, writer, and creator of Half-Ass Publishing's Some Big Lumberjack and the man behind Bootlegger Comics, Chris Peel. Tonight's guest is a comic industry veteran who helped bring Disney's Darkwing Duck back to comics, worked on manga adaptations for Tokyo Pop, and contributed to projects ranging from Warcraft to Young Justice. Joining us at the Creators Table, it's Aaron Sparrow.
Hey, baby, I like it like that. I like it like that. Hey-oh. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining me for another exciting, insightful episode of the Creators Table. Tonight's guest, as you heard, is Aaron Sparrow. The first thing I noticed about Aaron, what brought him to my attention was his crowdfund campaign he has, and it reached its goal. It got funded, and it is a parody book called Kneel Before Doomface. And so I could tell right away that was just going to be right up my alley, my type of humor. And I was right. I have read it. I got a preview, and it's great. So I highly recommend. I'll tell you what, let me pull it up here on X since he's not here yet. So we'll pull up his campaign and talk about it. So now let me go here and share my screen. Share screen. Here we go. Share. Boom. A boom. And a boom. All right. Kneel Before Doomface. Look at that. First off, that's great fucking art, man. That is great freaking artwork. I love this. I would love to have a print of this. That would just be fantastic. Doomface, a villain banished in the 80s, returns to confront the modern world and is shocked at what it has become. Created by Crowd Control Comics. So let's watch the trailer here.
Betrayed, defeated, banished to the timeless void for 40 years. But at long last, I have returned. And I will burn my name in the firmament, so that when my enemies, when the whole world falls to its knees, to cry out whatever God will hear their pleas, they will see my name etched across the heavens, and know that I, Doomface, have been the architect of their subjugation. All shall kneel before Doomface.
Heroes think they win, but they never will. A feeling so hard that he can't be survived. Now behold, that time has arrived. Just imagine how it's gonna feel as you beg for mercy under my heel. Kneel before Two-Face. Then kneel before Two-Face. You are gonna kneel again and again. Kneel
Oh yeah, that was a pretty sweet trailer. As you can see, they funded 8,000 was the goal, and they hit 23,135. 594 backers. Holy shit! That is fucking great. I shall kneel before Doomface, where classic values meets modern decay, and heroes and villains alike must adapt to survive. We are fully funded, so kneel before Doomface is in full production. That is great. I love that cover, man. That cover is just the balls. Yeah, holy crap, man. Oh, of course. Look at that by Kenneth Rocafort. Man, that is fan-freaking-tastic. Let's see here. Ultimate victory was within Doomface's grasp. He had assembled the pieces of the mystic crown of regency and humbled the world's heroes until he vanished. Now, thanks to the blundering antics of a ghost-hunting reality show, the arch-villain has been ripped back into the present day, only to find the world he knew replaced by a chaotic, social media-fueled, self-obsessed circus where even supervillains must learn to evolve. Yeah, that's fucking great art, man. A very, very fun read. Very fun read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And aided by Lexi Vega, a sharp-witted, sexy TV producer turned reluctant majordomo, Doomface must learn to navigate and conquer an unrecognizable world. Together, they'll navigate the shifting landscape of modern villainy. Him, determined to tear through a world that has forgotten him, and her, getting a crash course. Oh, shit. Getting a crash course in the often murky and always deadly supervillain politics, and learning how it compares and contrasts the shallow and vapid promises of Hollywood. Old enemies will fall, new alliances will rise, and a dark legend will be reborn. Yes. Look at that, man. That art is just top freaking notch, dude. I mean, if there was no words, it would be worth it. Just freaking great. Let's see. Okay, this is funny. What is this? What is this? You said no metal bustier bullshit. No. I said metal bustiers were reserved for formal occasions. And the supervillain gala is most formal. There needs to be some padding in this thing. Do you realize how cold metal gets? I'm going to be able to etch glass when I take this off. Well, that was eternally a visual, but fine. I'll have the designer pad it out a bit. Something that separates and lifts may be more beneficial anyway. Oh, don't get catty. I feel this thing out. I look good. That's not the... Wait. Did you make zombies? Is there any pleasing you? Lexi, you got all pissy when I said we should get some slaves. Meanwhile, in the lengthening shadow of the crime-ridden city of San Franangeles, two unlikely heroes, Notorious K.I.D. and Iggy the Inflatable Iguana, are determined to make a difference and a name for themselves as big city superheroes. All right. That's enough of the voices. But yeah, it's funny. The art is great. It's I like the whole concept. I like the concept of this 80s villain who's been out of commission for 40 years, comes back to the modern era, and is just like, what in the hell happened to the world? And you know, has a publicist or not a publicist, but like an assistant as his, I guess, sidekick. As the paths of our heroes and villains start to converge, the stakes will rise, the absurdity will escalate, and resolve and loyalties will be tested as they all have to contend with the rapidly deteriorating American dream. Kneel before Doomface is a 32-page, with more to unlock, raucous comedy in the vein of The Tick, Sam and Max, and the Venture Brothers, with the kind of superhero action, actual drama, consistent characters, and stakes that are missing from so many mainstream comics. Every aspect of the story is being carefully crafted to give every reader the most bang for their buck and delivered in a timely fashion. Yeah, I think it looks freaking great. Cover A, Face of Your Doom, by Renzo Rodriguez and Oscar Carreno. Carreno? Kneel before Doomface. I love that. Look at that. That's cool. Tier 2, $15. Cover B, Welcome to San Franangeles. Same guys, Renzo Rodriguez and Oscar Carreno. I guess that's the inflatable iguana and the other dude with some tonfa sticks. Okay, that's cool. Kind of Batman-ish. Tier 3, $20. Goodbye to San Franangeles. Cover B. Same dudes, Renzo and Oscar. Kind of a similar thing. She's puking. So wait a minute. Does that mean she's going to team up with this guy? No, surely not. Tier 11, $25. Axis of Evil. Cover C. Renzo and Oscar. Colonel Silverstreak. Operation Dirty Windows. Oh, the Canadian flag over there. That looks like Fauci right there. Okay. A Notorious Kid. Tier 4, $20. Kinda Classy, Kinda Hood, by Renzo Rodriguez and Oscar Carreno. Cover D. All right, I like it. I like the mug shot. Nice. $20. Key to the Throne, by Nathan Watson and Oscar Carreno. That's fucking badass. Yeah, I like that. Yep. Although, covering up the logo there, I don't know. But, take the logo out. I love all that. I love the art there. Tier 6, $20. American Murder Machine, Nathan Watson, Oscar Carreno. Whoa, holy shit. Look at that. What the hell is that? Is that I can't tell what the hell that is coming off of the side of him there. Got some arrows in him. Yeah, an arrow won't kill you right away, Pretty cool. Cool image. Great art. Tier 7 for $20. Cover G, Vault of Doomface. Oh, wow. Look at that. Kneel before Doomface. Maybe could have made it a little smaller to not get covered up. I don't know. Kneel before Vintage. Leonel Castellini. What's the difference here? What the hell? Yeah, that's what good somebody's home. Hey. Let's see, tier 12, $25. Not final art. Okay, that's interesting. Cover H. Now this is my favorite right here. Yeah, there you go. That's better. It's not covering up so much of the logo. Look at that. Fantastic. Great art. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Love you. Bonus behind the scenes comic. Memoirs from the Void. He stands there, stoic like some deposed tyrant. All right. So that's cool. So he is not here, but we're going to keep on going. Doodle-doo-doo, boop-a-bee-doo-doo, bee-doo-doo-bee-doo-doo-bee-doo-doo. Interesting. So, while we're okay, no, you might give us a peaceful session. That like button. Hey, Tank Ferret. I don't think he's in here anymore, but thank you, sir, for that. So let's talk about comics. I'm gonna go get the books I got this week. Hang on. Oh, jeez. Getting old sucks, folks. That's right. That's right. All right, here I come. I'm coming around. Oh. All right. So let's talk about some books I picked up. I picked up one. I think it's pronounced abattoir. I'm not entirely sure. It's from Iron Age Comics, I guess. Horror. That's the cover. Good cover, man. That's what got me. That's what stopped me. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I was kind of mixed on this one. The art's okay. It has a kind of I don't know. It reminds me of manga, even though it's not really manga. Here, let's take a look at some of the art. Like, see what I mean? It's kind of manga-esque, or at least, yeah, that's my opinion. I'll tell you what. I read this I actually got this last week. It's about vampires. I gotta tell you, I don't really remember much about this. Shit. So essentially, I believe this is like in the future, and basically humans are food for vampires. And it's kind of like I watched The Strain, the TV show The Strain, and it's kind of like what the vampires in that movie were kind of going for. It's almost kind of like if they succeeded. But they pick people, and they pick a few people, and then they have them come to the dinner, and then the vampire comes in and chooses who he wants to eat. So, but there's more than just the one. And so it looks like a human kind of runs this facility, and he gets to bang all the broads and create babies, which is for creating more food. So it just I wouldn't say it was bad or anything, but I think the fact that I don't remember much about it kind of tells you all you need to know. Then I got this. I like Zorro. Love the movies. The Antonio Banderas movie. This is by Alien Books, and the art. The cover's decent. It's good enough. You know what you're getting into. Then the back cover is good. So I was like, well, okay, let's give it a go. It was a little hard to follow. So at first, this one guy is kind of the pals, but then he kind of ends up being the villain. But then is he kind of the pal? Like what's going on? And we're clearly like in I don't even know if they say what what time frame this is, but I mean you can see it's the typical what is that, the 1700s California, when I think it was still Mexico, if that's even right. But yeah, it's got good art. The art is decent. You know, and I just couldn't really understand where they were trying to go with the story. And then they have these priests in there, these monks, and it's like they kind of it's just I couldn't really I had a hard time understanding, like, following the story. But so I don't know that I'll pick up the next one. But the art was good, man. It really fit the story and the time period and all that. But it got weird. Like at the end, he steps out. Oh shit! I don't want to ruin it in case anybody wants to buy it. But Zorro's Legacy. Okay, I got it. There's like a little preview, like 2 or 3 pages of this preview of Zorro's Legacy. I was a dumbass and thought it was the same story. But I mean, it's okay. I'm kind of on the fence on whether or not I'll get the next one or not. Now, here's one I've been looking for a long time. Looking for the floppies. And I could never find them. They were not in any comic book store that I had ever gone to. So the story is Dust to Dust, and it's art and co-written by J.G. Jones, and also co-written by Philip Brahm. And I am a fan of J.G. Jones. I have been since Wanted came out, and I picked that up on the shelves. I fell in love with that miniseries. Just the story, I love the story, and it was such it was a new take, with the villains winning, right? Of course, now that's kind of old hat, but I got to say the art in this book is absolutely fantastic. It's let's take a look at one of the pages here. If you can see that. Just beautiful art. Look at that. So it's a period piece. Takes place Depression era, Oklahoma. So during the Dust Bowl, in this little town in Oklahoma called New Hope. It's a fictional town, I believe. But my God, the art is just fantastic. And now I got to say, so it's a murder mystery. People are getting murdered in this town, and they kind of realize, the sheriff there kind of realizes that it's been going on for a while. Oh, excuse me. But hey, there's my bro, Crenshaw, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you for coming in here, bud, and watching for a bit. I appreciate it. My guest is apparently a no-show because I am now almost 30 minutes into the program, and he has not joined the show. So I'm just going over books that I've read this week and last week that I picked up. So I was talking about Dust to Dusk from Image Comics by J.G. Jones and Phil Brahm. The artwork is the best part of this book. The story, it just fell flat for me, honest. And it breaks my heart to say that because I'm a fan of J.G. Jones, anything this guy does. It's actually one of my hopes is to be able to own an original piece of his Lord of the Rings art that he did a few years back. But yeah, so this Dust to Dust, it's a murder mystery in this town during the Dust Bowl in Oklahoma, and it just fell flat for me. Like even when they reveal who did it, like there's no really why or what happens to that person. It just kind of ends. It's really strange, and I'm pretty sure it's not an ongoing series. But yeah, hey, again, this is my opinion. You might love it. I mean, if anything, the artwork is worth the price of admission on this thing, man. Again, J.G. Jones is a master. He's a generational talent, as I say, a master talent. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see it too well, but so yeah, that I don't regret buying it because the art is great and the story it was disappointing. So let's look at what we got next. Here we go. So I got this. No, thanks, pal. I got this because my kid loves, my oldest. He really loves the Alien books, and there's one we're reading now called what is it? Alien Killer of Kings, I think is the name of it. It's a mini series, and it's been pretty damn good. We're three episodes. The third issue just came out either last week or the week before, and man, we were both excited. It's a really good story. We're enjoying that. So I thought, hey, I saw this. I'm like, let's give Predator. He likes aliens. He likes the Aliens movies. I do too. He likes Predator. I like Predator. He likes the Predator movies, so vice versa. So let's give this a shot. This was the biggest horseshit story. This was so fucking stupid. I remember I let him read it first, and he was like, I asked him, I was like, hey, so how was it? And he was like, it's okay. I was like, not that good? And he was like, yeah, it was all right. So, man, like the art is not good. I don't know who the artist is in here, but I am not a fan. And the story, I'm sorry, it's so fucking dumb. It is like literally MMA Predator. So I didn't, the place I go to, Resistance Comics in Roanoke, Texas. Shout out, ding. They didn't have number one, so I was like, fuck it, it's Predator. It's not that complicated. So I started with 2, and it starts off in a fucking ring, in a not even an octagon. It's the squared circle, and I guess there was a fight going on, and he got in the middle of it. Well, fucking stupid. And this art is not gonna work here anymore. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that kid's head? And look, I don't know, man. I don't know if this is because they're just, they're hurrying, or, I know they have time deadlines and shit, but look at this. This, I would never. Can I even get this? Fuck this. I don't care if it's. Look at that. Like, look at that guy. It looks like he's got some fucked up jaw or something. Like, just not. Like, what the? I guess that's blood, or a big thing of earwax coming out of his ear. I don't know. Like, what is going on? So yeah, this the book is not good. There's no redeeming qualities. It's and then you see that, and then you have an image like that, like a panel like that looks good. That's a good Predator right there. Like, what the hell? But yeah, man, this book is, let's see, artists. Fuck, I can't even say this guy's name. Ruairi Coleman and Roland Boschke. I don't fucking know. Anyways, it's not good. Again, my opinion. This I thought the cover grabbed me. The cover got my attention. Briar, Knight's Terror. I'm like, okay, Knights, I'm into that. Pretty gal. All right, I'm into that. She's got blood going on. Something's weird's going on. Back cover, kind of ominous, And I like the colors. They're kind of washed out, but I kind of like that. It kind of gives it a ethereal, kind of dreamy vibe. And then I opened it up, and I was thumbing through it real quick, and I thought, hey, I like this art. And then I started reading it this morning, putting more time into it. And then I was having a hard time. I'm like, okay, who is a guy and who is the female? You know what I mean? Like, because where is it? This person here looking out the window, that's supposed to be a dude. And then, I don't know, I'll get another picture here where you see this main character. But, I mean, overall, aside from the weird portrayal, like, this is fucking good. The story was good. It held my interest throughout. The only thing I didn't like is they write the dialogue with the accent. I don't like that. I don't like that. I have a hard time with that when I'm reading. Like, this is a cool 2-page spread. I like all the space, it's got kind of a European feel to it. I'll wait in the car with European. Now, see, here's a good example. That's supposed to be the broad on the cover, and looks like a dude. Like, that's straight. That could be the guy from I can't remember his name. The guy from Fire and Ice. Yeah. So I don't know if that's intentional or what. If they're trying to do some kind of trans thing here or what. And I thought the twist here at the end I thought was good. Yeah, so it was good. See, look, here's another picture. This is the cover on the next one. Like that, there's nothing that says that's a broad. Anyways, so that's the only thing that kind of stuck out to me was like, are they trying to do some kind of fucking trans bullshit in here? But I don't know. The story was good, entertaining, so I will definitely pick up the second one. Now, this one I really fucking liked. Not a lot of dialogue, it's got the art is doing a lot of it's doing the heavy lifting here in the story. Corpse Night. This is from Image. Oh, by the way, that I forgot to mention that Briar Knight's Terror is from Boom Comics. But Corpse Night, look at that. That cover grabbed me. It was like, holy, wait a minute, what's that? And just really good. The art, I really like the art. Again, it's another one that kind of gives me European vibes, And so it's, I don't know how much I want to tell you. It starts off kind of telling about, so it takes place, it's in France, 1429 France. and it's a father and daughter. It's starting out, and the dad is talking about Joan of Arc and about how powerful prayer is, and if you pray hard enough, God will make it happen. So, her dad is killed. They're ambushed by some brigands, and she escapes, only to be hunted down. And she prays and prays and prays and prays hard for some protection. And Krakum, I hope you can see that. That's a freaking awesome full page there. So that's a hand coming out of the dirt. So yeah, I really liked this. I'm definitely picking up the next one. Again, I don't want to give away too much in case it interests you. So that's just the cover, essentially. But yeah, really good. And then they've got a preview here of Mask. Apparently, Mask is coming into comic books. It's entering the Energon universe. Mask. Are we riding on a baby? Here's a look at next issue, May of 2026. So obviously issue 2 is out there somewhere. I'm going to have to see if I can find it. That's a good cover. All right. And that is by Image. And then the last one I bought, I haven't read this one yet. I'm really excited about this one. This one is by, I guess you pronounce it Distillery. And this is very European looking. I don't even know. Maybe they are a European publisher. I don't know. I don't know much about this imprint. So Distillery, the name of the book is Galactic. Now, I haven't really looked much into this. I don't know if this is a ongoing series or if this is a mini series or if this is just a one shot, but it looks fucking great. And so I decided to take a chance on this. Look at that motherfucker. Show some more art here. Make sure I don't show any titties. Let's see. There's some. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I'll probably read it tonight when I get off of here. But that's it right there, Galactic, and it's an interesting size. I don't know if this is more of a European size or not, but there's just to give you an example of the size difference. So yeah, this looks just. Look at this back cover. Look at that. Absolutely great. Stunning. Stunner. Mature readers. I hope there's a titty or two in it. Oh, issue 2 out January 2026. Well, shit. So apparently I'm behind the times. But that's my haul for the last couple of weeks. And, man. Tell you what, I'm going to make a post. See if anybody wants to join me. All right. Oh, you know what? Hey, I watched I watched Masters of the Universe. I took my two boys. I have two boys, 11 and 14, and I took them. Oh, excuse me. I took them to see Masters of the Universe on Saturday, and I wanted to see it too. I was 9 when Masters of the Universe cartoon originally aired, and I liked it. I never had the toys. I'm kind of realizing that I only got toys at Christmas and my birthday, and and I didn't have a whole lot. I didn't have GI Joe toys, but I did watch I was a huge fan of GI Joe cartoon. Anyways, didn't have the He-Man toys, but I watched the cartoon all the time, and so yeah, I definitely wanted to see this. I was hoping it would be better than. I had two things going into it. I was hoping it was going to be better than the original movie, which is just god awful, and I just was hoping it wasn't another fucking kick in the nuts about being a man, right? So we went there. I didn't, listen to a lot of, talk about it leading up. Probably only listened to one or two people who saw it. Oh, excuse me. I think Thursday night, the Thursday night it came out or something. And like two people, and so I tried to go in with as open a mind as I could and got there, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. I mean, it was so much fun. It was true to the original material, the original cartoon, I'll say, because people want to say that some fucking comic book or some shit was the original material. Bullshit. The original material is the fucking cartoon. Well, because the cartoon was made for the toys. I didn't even know there was a fucking comic book, and I was a kid then. But anyways, so yeah, it was fantastic. I felt they stayed true to it, but also it didn't take itself seriously. It didn't take itself too seriously, and great jokes that my friends and I make about He-Man now. And you got to realize, like, there's shit about it that's silly. He-Man is silly, and the movie was silly. The movie was silly, but it was fun. It was exciting. Great action pieces, and I when it was first announced that Idris Elba was going to be Man-at-Arms, I didn't fucking care, because the real thing is I like Idris Elba. He's a great actor. I don't care that he's playing a fucking ginger. I don't give a shit. But man, what a great movie. That was such a fun time. And I was cheering and clapping, and well, the first time he says by the power of Grayskull, I have the power, I was like, yeah, like scream that out. And other people were doing it. And then when it ended and the credits rolled, everybody in the audience was applauding. So the audience enjoyed it. And then I was so disappointed to see how poorly it did in the box office. I was really hoping it would do well, and we'd see some sequels, and at least one sequel. But turns out like that's likely going to happen anyways, because Amazon has said they're happy with how it was received. Amazon, I said, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just been a long week. But let me see if anybody's answered my. Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ. Neil deGrasse Tyson is such a fucking douche. Anyways. So, that's what I was saying. So, yeah, He-Man was great. And my boys loved it too. They thought it was fantastic. And they've watched the original cartoon. And it was fun. I also saw the weekend before that, I took my oldest, he's 14, I took him and we saw Backrooms. I thought that was shit. Backrooms was just shit. It was so boring. And it was tension with no payoff. And then when you see the I guess the big bad at the end or towards the end, like I'm like, is that a fucking marionette? Like, what in the shit is this? So I was really disappointed in that. Yeah, he liked it. My 14-year-old liked it a lot, and his friends were there too, and they liked it. But man, I just thought it was crap. But I hear that movie Obsession is really good. I don't know. I have really no desire to see Disclosure Day, I think is the name of it, right? They lost me with the clicking talk. Like, why is she? I don't know. It just, yeah. And then, and then with all the stuff coming out about him saying, "Oh, it's going to make you question your religion," like, not really. Okay. So let's do some doom scrolling, huh? What do you say? Let's see what's going on X. Share. Here we go. If I were ever abducted by aliens, the first thing I'd ask is whether they came from a planet where people also deny science. Now, come on, you fuckwit. Like, there's no telling what the hell he's talking about. Let's see. SpaceX is now worth more than Canada. Oh, yeah. So I wondered if hey, did anybody get any shares of SpaceX today? I did. I jumped in on the IPO. I've been a fan of what Elon's been doing for a while. With Tesla, started with Tesla and then SpaceX. And with, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, everybody. Ugh. And then his plan for AI. Having them in space to deal with the space problem and the storage problem and the temperature issues. Now, I know it's cold in space, but doesn't it also get hot? Like, I don't know, because I know. Oh fuck! I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't know that much. Anyways, so I got one share. I jumped on the IPO and put my order in last week, and I only put an order in for 2. I ended up getting 1. And that's cool. Like I like what they're doing, but it's more than Starlink and all that stuff. It's also just the future, like the everything that he's trying to do with SpaceX. I find it fascinating. I find it's hopeful, and I just when that rocket landed on its own instead of having to crash into the ocean, like. That blew me away. Like I was just, I watched it over and over and over and over again. It was so incredible. And I think people now believe that Mars is a possibility. Maybe we'll see a human on Mars in our lifetime. And, that's him, man. That's SpaceX, right? And the things they've accomplished, even though I know people like to say they've not accomplished anything, but whatever. So that's another reason why I wanted to get on the IPO, and it's just kind of more symbolic. Plus, I ain't got a whole lot of money I can throw at stocks and shit. So we just, like I said, we put the order in for 2, got 1, and I'm happy. And a lot of doom and gloom, a lot of naysayers out there talking about how it's going to crash, which it probably will. It'll probably crash, but that's when you DCA into that motherfucker. You dollar cost average. You're a trillionaire, still no Iron Man suit. What's the point? Yeah. What do we got here? An Indian man named Dulal Giriji Maharaj decided to drop out of university, embrace a religious life, vowing himself to one thing only: standing forever. The reason: this religious practice will eventually lead him to see the Hindu god Mahadev, according to his belief. Oh my, what the fuck? Okay, scrolling. Oh my God, that was fucking nasty. Oh. Oh my good God. That's, you know what? He got that from eating that street food. Fucking gross. Rob Liefeld. So Youngblood 100 has officially sold out and is going back to press with a pair of covers with a gang of the industry's hottest names joining the party. Okay. That's cool looking, but you know, I'm not into superheroes, gang. Superheroes generally aren't my thing. I like horror. I like sci-fi. I like weird. Let's see. What? Matt, what the fuck is this? Is that a broad? Is that Brittany Grainer or whatever the fuck her name is? That Charlie Snog. That guy is fucking great, man. He's got a book called Fatal that is absolutely phenomenal. The art is just stunning. And the story's great. See, what does Sunny Days have to say here? Well, someone that has been sane for 7 years. Wait a minute. Well, someone that has been sane for 7 days, he's trying to be sober, but keeps drinking, commented on my broom guitar vid, or one of them. He said, I am making a fool of myself. No, he's not. At least I'm still sober and feeling like living again. Fuck that account. The Reckoning. Yeah, right on. Fuck that guy. Dude, air guitar is the fucking bomb, like Ben Affleck and Phantom Joe. Sunny Days with great. Sunny Days is the best. This guy, if you're not following him, follow him. He's a great guy. Always tries to be positive, good vibes, all that stuff. What in the fuck is this? Now, see, this is the kind of shit that Doomface sees and is like, what in the fuckhole happened? We've got to stop indulging these fucking weirdos and get them some mental help. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. Den Bovine? Bouvet. I've been promoting my artwork here for a couple of years as an alternative to Facebook, and I still haven't received any commission work here, nor art sales. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I make an okay living off of Facebook, but absolutely nothing here on X. Very frustrating. Well, you're on the wrong platform, my friend. X is not the place you want to be. I think you want to be on Instagram. Instagram is more art-driven. The algorithm rewards conflict here on X. So it doesn't, it's not going to really help art, which, you know, the art accounts you see that are successful, a lot of times, I'm not saying every time, a lot of times, they post bullshit. You know, they post stuff that causes argument and interaction. You know, engagement farming and rage bait, that kind of shit. Excuse me. Let's take a look at Den's art. Oh hell, yeah! I think I'm gonna like this. Commercial artist of 45 years, Dungeons and Dragons, Aliens, comics, book covers, games, 3D animation, wildlife, portraits, commission. Let's go to his Baja, California. Let's take a look. Let's see. Hopefully, no boobies pop up, but I hope they do. Kind of. So, did he do these cards? What the fuck? Oh yeah. Golly. Look at that. These are paintings? Hell yeah. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got. Card art magazine covers. Whoa. Oh, yeah. What is that? Look at that, man. This guy is freaking amazing. She? This guy must be like a really. Must be a total idiot. This guy has got to be seriously established here. Wow. You know, I can't even begin to imagine. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is fucking awesome. Wow. Dragon Magazine. Yes. You know, I'm working on a story, or one of my story ideas it was a visual image that popped in my head, and it was a dragon fighting a A10 warthog. Is that right? A10? That's badass, man. Jesus, look at this. Wow. Let's see, what else we got? Comic pages. This guy's doing interiors? Holy shit. Why do we get to the next page? Oh, man. Wish I could zoom in on this. Yeah, I'm liking this. I think the black and white looks better. Oh, nice. All right, I know what I need to do. Wait a minute. Are you even seeing this? Am I even sharing the right damn page? No. Ah, damn. An idiot. Let's see. 2D. There we go. Share it. Here we are. All right. Let's color sketches. Oh. That's badass. Let's see what we got here. Dragons. Griffin. And I don't know, Pegasus. Nice. Look at that. That's cool as shit. Oh, damn. Y'all, let me tell you something. Don't get old, because it sucks. 3D art. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about 3D. Concepts. Let's take a look at this. Huh? Wow, this guy is really fucking talented. Okay, I'm gonna have to follow this guy. Excuse me while I follow this guy. All right. Let's keep it scrolling. Radio stories now. I don't always do my makeup during the week and usually save it for Saturday. Felt like it today. Okay. Been working on a drawing all week. Let's see if I can have a better design for it. Yesterday I drove a half hour just to get a new coffee maker. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pretty. Taylor Swift, 36. Travis Kelce, 36. Mahomes vacation. Who gives a shit? I don't get the fascination. Oh my gosh, yes. Look at this fucking thing. Matthew Weldon. I don't know this guy and had never heard of him. And then I see he pops up on my time. Look at this shit, man. This is freaking amazing. Like, holy crap. That is just fucking gorgeous. I don't care if I'm dropping F-bombs. It's how I talk. Man, that is great. Like, this is another guy. I never heard of this guy, but yeah, I followed him real quick. That was great. God dang. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this? This is my last post on X, and I wanted the last word to be one that matters. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, so he's upset about, I guess, people not having enough babies. Ow. Comparable guys are now reporting each other to the FBI for terroristic threats. I mean, you know, if a guy says he's going to kill somebody or whatever, you know. Who are these guys? They're AI. That's who. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, fuck. That's that shitty ass Kevin Smith thing. Oh, Jesus. Guys, I'm gonna have to get off of here. My shoulder is just killing me. What the hell? Roast beef cup brought to you by Supergirl and Arby's. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Hey, he was supposed to be on tonight. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here, gang. Thanks to those of you who watched and commented. Good night, Aaron Sparrow, wherever you may be. Everybody have a great weekend.